Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Prince of Cups. Can't even show that card. Yeah, so something took a turn of events with a Prince of Cups. You went from luxury to disappointment with this prince. Or there is a male figure that is going through a disappointment right now. You hit a brick wall, like these cards show. You thought you were really going ahead in life. You thought you found your luxury, whatever you were looking for, and you hit a dead end instead. A very hard wall. Okay. This is all cups. This is definitely regarding some sort of relationship, a love relationship of some sort. Prince of Cups could be a water sign. It also could be a man that is on the younger side of things, maybe in 20s or early 30s. And this prince definitely is a romantic. They do believe in love. And I think that's what got this person caught up in some kind of disappointment regarding love. So let's see. What's the disappointment about? We have the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups coming out. So this person, we went from the Prince of Cups to the Knight of Cups and being disappointed about it. This person thought they were going the distance with whatever choice that they were, whatever path they were on, let's say, right? Whatever path that they were on, they thought they were going to be leveling up, growing with this person, and that's obviously the disappointment because they didn't see it coming. They actually really thought they were going to be going the distance. This person is romantic. He feels, this is all cups, so this person is in his feelings, and it sucks. It definitely sucks breaking up with someone that you thought you were going to be with forever. There might have been some sort of, well, I'm not going to say it unless the card comes out. So what else about the disappointment? Two of Pentacles, making the wrong choices about it, about what makes them happy. The Sun and the Eight of Pentacles, about investing in something that they thought was going to make them happy, but it did not. It was disappointing instead. They made the wrong decisions about what they thought was going to make them happy. And they invested a lot of time and energy into this. And of course, that is definitely disappointing. I don't know if you've ever worked so hard to attain something that you've always wanted, and then when you get it, finally get it, everything falls through. Or it's not what you thought it was going to be. Right? So you feel like you put all this time and energy into a goal, into a dream, into a relationship, and it just wasn't the right decision for you. But how would you know? I don't know. We'll find out. Okay. So he's disappointed with a lot. Like, he's disappointed with the failure. He's disappointed with the investment that he made that didn't work out. It was just a bad investment in what he thought was going to make him happy with the Sun card here. The Sun was hidden. Here we go. We have the Seven of Cups coming out. So there was some trickery here involved. What else? Knight of Swords. There's definitely a lot of mind games being happening here. So that's another thing. They feel disappointed because they were tricked. This whoever they were with lied or misled them in some kind of way, right? There's this is all lies and tricks and smoke and mirrors. This person or this this person feels like they were tricked into maybe marriage or tricked into thinking this is what he wanted. That's another thing, like if we don't choose for ourselves what we want, our society will choose for us, or our mothers or our fathers will choose for us, right? And they'll claim that they know better than what you actually want. You are a separate human being, and you are autonomous in who you are and what you want. And if you don't define it for yourself, someone else will. Maybe this person feels like they were kind of rushed into this relationship, just being like, yeah, this is good, this is good, this is good enough, right? This is good enough. Um, just go with it. It'll work out, or something, or just it's so easy to get married, or I'm not sure, but this person was definitely told bad advice or misguided or just rushed or misled in some kind of way. What else? The Four of Swords. This person now feels tired from what they've gone through, but they're licking their wounds, but they're not really engaging with anybody when it comes to love and their heart because of this. They are still kind of getting over all the manipulative things that happened. That takes a really long time to go through, and a lot of meditation, a lot of alone time to really sort through all of the events that have happened with somebody, especially if the someone was manipulative or not true in some kind of way. If someone was a liar or manipulative or two-faced or something like that, narcissistic, and you finally get out of a relationship, there's a lot of downtime that you still need to do with yourself to decompress and to go over all the things that have happened, to organize your thoughts and to organize your feelings and to remind yourself of all the things that have happened. Where did it go wrong? What did you miss that was a red flag? Or what did you hesitate on? Whatever it was, it takes time to go through all these things in your head, and this is what this person is doing here. Being tricked and manipulated is it's a hard thing to get over, because you have to go through each manipulative thing that they did to you, everything that they lied to you about, and kind of file it away. And you see a lot clearer when you're alone and away from someone that you can't trust, or that just gives you murky energy, distrust. You don't understand why you don't trust them, but you just feel weird around them, kind of people. It's just good to step away for a second. When you disconnect, you can connect with yourself. But this person ran into a wall here. This Prince of Cups ran into a wall with this, and they were put out into the cold. And look what happened. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles coming out together. So look at the Sun. I really feel bad for this person, because we have the Ten of Pentacles here. This person really just actually truly wanted a family. They actually truly wanted this relationship, and they were put out in the cold. They might have lost a lot of money from this if they went through a divorce. They lost a lot of time, they lost a lot of money, they lost a lot of energy. And they're still getting over things in their head and in their mind and in their soul. This person has a lot of healing to do. I mean, it's understandable, because this person actually truly wanted a family, and they really thought that this was it. The Sun and the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles and the Sun, this person really thought that this was it for them. Like, they don't have to worry about divorce. They have their person. They don't have to worry about these other things. But lo and behold, there were things untold. There were lies. There's manipulations here. fantasies. Two of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Six of Wands coming out together with the High Priestess. I feel like they just, you know, even if they had a slight inkling that things weren't working, they kind of just decided that it was just going to work no matter what. You know, this is what they planned on the whole time. They chose this person, and they already got married. They already got married. 11:11 on the clock when I look up. Especially with the Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles and the Sun. This person was married, I feel like, or they were, you know, they're freshly divorced. And if they're not married, then they were with someone that they thought they were going to be with forever. And we have the High Priestess coming out with these three cards. Our dreams change. So even if this person thinks that, you know, they were listening to their gut and they were listening to themselves and they still made a mistake, that's okay, because our dreams change. That's just what you learn when you go through life long enough. You know, you don't just have one dream. They change, they upgrade, they, you know, you carry on eventually. So, okay, so this person is definitely feeling some stuff. They're definitely going through a lot of turmoil inside. It's frustrating. They feel abandoned. They feel tired. They feel like they can't trust anybody. Okay, let's get out of here for a second. Let's pull different cards. What else is happening with this Prince of Cups? Getaway and trash. They want to get away from whatever past that they have. They kind of just either want to take a trip, like a vacation, or they actually just fully want to get away from this for good. They're in the process of recovering or healing from their past, and they just want to move on. They do want to move on. They're just in the middle of it right now. They're you know, it's like during a car trip and someone asks, "Are we there yet?" It's like you're halfway there. You're halfway there. But they have to let go because it's too much to hold on to. When we hold on to too much baggage, it's really hard to pack up and leave. You know, if you're like, hold on, I just have to pack my car out with everything I own and every last bag I have and every last thing I have, and just pack out your car, it's going to take a few hours, you know, to get away. This person knows that they have to let go of some things still, and they're holding on to it. So if you find yourself holding on to past events or emotions, and certain emotions keep coming up for you, it's a sign that you have to investigate whatever is coming up concurrently for you. You know, if there's a certain event or a certain emotion that constantly, you know, is popping up in your life, you have to investigate it and really, you know, you have to comb through it, and it's painful to be honest with yourself and actually look at things that are hard, but it's the only way that you let go. Because once you work through all the things and you actually listen to yourself and take notes and file it away and, you know, just kind of put it to rest, you let go of it. You don't hold on to it. You don't obsess about it anymore. You travel lighter in your heart. You can get away faster from the past or bad relationships or bad things because you have filed what you needed to do. You had to do all the paperwork here in order to carry on. You can't expect to ignore things that have happened to you, especially that are emotional, and you ignore them and you just expect them to go away. You think just being ignorant is going to get rid of your problems? This person doesn't, you know, this person has a tidal wave of emotions. They're dealing with a lot of emotions, and it's hard to deal with, especially when you feel out of balance or when you feel like you just have so much energy inside of you. That energy could be in so many different ways. It could be depressive, where it's just like this big heavy blanket on your bones and you can't move and you don't want to move. There's nothing to move for, you feel like, right? Or you get angry, right? And you get all fired up, and you're like a switch that's ready to be, switched on, and you're quick to light up because you have so much pent in anger and it's hot. Or some people get really anxious and what is the word? Hyper, right? And they just are constantly moving, and they can't sit still, and they eat while they're walking around, and they never rest because they're anxious. Their anxiety is taking over. Whenever emotions take us over, we're letting our bodies drive our cars, and we're not driving anymore. Our bodies are very, very intelligent, but we're not listening to our body anymore. We're just letting our body just survive by itself, and it can heal everything in you. But when you have the consciousness behind of what you're doing and being like, okay, well, I have anger constantly coming up in me. Why? Like, really, truly, why? What's making me angry? And then be like, okay, well, this is making me angry. Okay, well, why? Why would that make me angry? Well, because this is wrong, and this is, and just literally step by step walk through the mud and go all the way down the rabbit hole on why you're getting these emotions and what you can actually do about it. Maybe there's things that you just won't ever be able to do with certain things in life, but you can not have it take over you. When you're out of control of your emotions and they're hitting you like a tidal wave, you have to be able to come back into yourself and be conscious about what is happening, because your body is telling you hints of what you should be paying attention to. That's how you let go of, that's how you take out the trash. That's how you take out all these negative feelings that we all have, all these experiences. We've all had negative experiences. You take out the trash by investigating, and then you let it go. You can't ignore your problems away. You can't ignore the trash can to empty itself, right? You have to empty it. And you have to be brave enough to just go through it one more time. It's going to hurt either way. So you might as well just go through it the easy way. And that's being honest with yourself and investigating why, and being kind with yourself. Stop being secretive. Stop being secretive about what you're going through with yourself. I'm not even talking about other people. You don't even have to tell other people what's going on with you, but you have to tell yourself what's going on with you. You have to be honest with yourself. You cannot lie to yourself. Okay? So if you can't even be honest with yourself and not have to tell another soul, just the secrecy of yourself, you and your consciousness, you and your memory, you have to hold space for that and have like a safe place to go, to meditate, to clear out your body and your mind of all these emotions. What is the word emotion? It has motion in it, right? And what's the E? It's the energy. It's the energy of what is going on inside of you in motion. It's telling you something. So take it as such and investigate what it's trying to tell you.